Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with day 14 and 15 with the December daily. And again, what I decided to do was again use a certain collection. So I had the My Mind's Eye, I just showed it there, which had a bunch of, it was basically only cards, and I had a little bit, I think I had one embellishment package. So I went and got that, and I had the cards already out, but I knew I had some die cuts. So I went into my December, I have a drawer that's all December stuff, not stuff that I had already pulled out. But I went in there and I found the package of die cuts, and I thought, yes, because that's what I need to use. Now, there wasn't as many die cuts as the previous collection from Simple Stories, so I still grabbed some stuff from my tray. But I had cut out a bunch of different pattern papers because all those cards were only 3x4 that came in that specific kit from My Mind's Eye. So I still had to go through some of my 6x6 pattern papers and cut out some 4x6 cards. And also for the page that is, day 15, which is the page opposite this page in my album, there was some that I needed in also blue, and there wasn't as many blue pages or blue cards in that pack. So I did cut some 6x6 into 3x4 for that side too. But on day 14, I just took a few pictures. My husband and I went shopping that day, so I took a picture of us, out shopping of the store, and then we went for lunch at Skipper Jack's, and it is so yummy. I love their seafood chowder. And so that's what I got, and I just put down the picture there. So I took a picture of my seafood chowder. Oh, yum. It was so good. And then I had downloaded this game, and I think I talked about that before. I'm not really sure, but it's, I think it's called Blocked Puzzle. And I actually downloaded it on my iPad for Mason because it's really basic. It's not like Tetris where the blocks fall. They're sort of at the bottom and you have to place them. But you know what? I'm totally addicted to it because it's not as high stress as Tetris. So whenever I just want to burn a few minutes, sometimes in between chapters, when I'm reading a book, I'll just play a couple of those games and just kind of build blocks. And I'm just loving it. I know I downloaded it to my iPad for Mason, but I think I've played it more than Mason did. And there's the picture of the restaurant that we went to, and then of us shopping. And then I had a little shopping list there, and I did these after Christmas, so I could just kind of put down some of the stuff that we bought for each kid. So I just put that down on the list. And the last card on the bottom is where I put my seafood chowder. I put a little banner there, and then I'm going to use my pen, and I'm just going to write in seafood chowder on the banner. And then under the photo, I'm going to put new favorite. And I love that little cluster with the house and the little on the side there. Just love that. And then I had a few sort of, you want to call them filler cards with the ho ho ho, because I didn't have enough pictures. And then for the number 14, one of the cards from My Mind's Eye was sort of a wreath, and it was a perfect place for me to put number 14. The top card, I used a pattern paper, and then a pattern paper that was about 2 or 3 inches in behind. I kind of made a layer, and then I took a 3x4 card and put it over top, and there was a banner printed on that. I took the word joy and put over top, and then put some candy cane and a little heart and put some journaling on that too. Now day 15, those 2 days went together super quickly between the two of them. For the 2 days, it took me less than 40 minutes. So that's awesome. So I found the more that I got into my December daily, the faster that the pages got together quickly. Now, for this one here, we went shopping again. So I took a picture of us at Costco that day, and then I took a picture of one of the gifts that we bought, and that one was actually for Pat, Katie's boyfriend, fiance. And then of course I went and got some Starbucks that day, because if we're running around, I'm going to get my peppermint mocha latte. And like I said, I'm not one that goes to Starbucks all the time. We have a Keurig machine and I use my Keurig machine at home. But in a case like this where we're out shopping and it's sort of like, you know, a few times in December, I'm going to get my peppermint mocha. And then that night, Katie brought home, she had gone to Walmart before coming home from work, and she got these little cookies that were from Paw Patrol that you could decorate instead of a gingerbread house, which we had bought one too. Actually, one of the pictures that I put on this page is of the gingerbread house, which we're going to end up making the next day. But I took a picture of the gingerbread house with our elf, Peppermint. Him and Katie ended up decorating some cookies. So it was another sleepover night for Mason. So I took pictures of him and Katie decorating the cookies, and he had a blast. And it was too much to do the gingerbread house and the cookies the same night, and she was going to be working the next day when he was going to go home. So we figured he could do the cookies with her because she had bought them, and then the next day we could do the gingerbread house before he went home. And that's what we ended up doing. Well, that day we ended up shopping, and then when we got home, we wrapped absolutely everything that we bought that day, which was amazing. And that's what we decided was whenever we'd go shopping, when we got home that night, we'd have to do the wrapping. And this is the first year in I don't know how long that we were not wrapping gifts till crazy hours of the night on December 24th. And that's what I want to do from now on, because that worked out perfectly. So now for day 15 is when I started having those wood veneers again with the numbers. So from now on, it'll be the same numbers. And I'm okay that the numbers didn't match for the entire month. I mean, that happens. And I wanted to use what numbers I did have because they weren't going to do me any good just sitting in my drawer. So that way I got to use them. I got to use some different stuff. And also, I'm using some tiny stickers from Kelly Perky in white, and that's what I'm doing some of the sort of little titles on the cards. One of them says shopping day, the other one I put wrap, and then the one with Katie and Mason, I put making cookies. I'm going to end up just adding a few little sort of banners and a few puffy stickers, and that's going to complete day 15. And that's it. That's going to complete these 2 days. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up and maybe leave me a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.